Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's dedicated towards creating narcissistic abuse awareness and more so from a biblical standpoint. I've been looking at the red flags, and this will be my final take on it, and I hope you enjoy it. I encourage you to share more red flags in the comment section. Knowledge is powerful. My people perish for lack of knowledge. Knowledge is love, and love is looking out for the interests of the others. Let's watch each other's backs against these monsters who portray themselves as sheep. Remember, when you leave wolves in sheep's clothing among the sheep, they devour the sheep. Church needs to wake up and make sure they are guarding the sheep. Shepherds, wake up and guard the sheep. Let's continue the red flags. 34. Circular conversations. These are conversations about the person on the other end of the discussion. This is someone who keeps bringing up the same subject. Let's say they did not like the way you spoke to them at a particular point. You discussed it. They pointed out how they felt offended by your attitude or your tone. You recognized your mistake. You've apologized. Guess what? You think it is said and done. The person brings it up again. You're about to sleep. The person starts the conversation and is quarreling. And the worst part is that when we talk of quarreling, many times we know a quarrel takes place between two people. But I can tell you this, narcissists defy that mindset that many of us have grown with. These people quarrel on their own. Or there's this invisible person they are quarreling with, God knows. But these people can quarrel on their own. Basically, you're not seeing anyone, but they are quarreling. You've apologized. There's nothing more you can do. But they are still quarreling. They'll talk about it and talk about it. You're like, I need to sleep. Let's say you've even slept off. They'll wake you up and start again the very conversation. You're just going in circles about it. That is meant to leave you exhausted and tired. God hasn't given you the spirit of confusion. Rather, He has given you peace. That person who is talking in circular conversations is not a peaceful person. They are not there to pacify anything. They just want chaos and confusion. They don't want a discussion of resolving any conflict or understanding anything. They just want to leave you exhausted. That is not a godly spirit. Run. 35. They are arrogant. These people here think they are better than everyone else. They feel everyone is below them. They think everyone else is there to serve them. They believe by being on top of the game in a very condescending nature, they are being, good people. This plays a lot on their grandiose attitude, where they think they are better than the rest. They don't like to deal with the low class. They don't want to be among commoners. They don't want to be set apart. They want to be known as, that's the cream of the society. 36. They never keep their promises. This is someone who promised you heaven on earth. And if, say, you're in a relationship with this person, or you're starting out with this person, and they keep telling you how their exes were crazy and all that nonsense, they're telling you how you're the only one who understands them, I can bet you this, the very promises they told the crazy ex were never fulfilled, and you're now the next one whom they're telling the empty promises. Talk of future faking. They'll keep making promises that they never fulfill. I promise to make it up to you. On Friday, I'll make it up to you. Friday comes and goes. You even call and there's nothing. And when you ask yourself, did I say that? And I don't remember saying it. They gaslight you like that. And you even feel stupid. 37. This is their MO. All abusers, all toxic people, the narcissists, the psychopaths, the sociopaths, the borderlines, the histrionics, at the heart of all that they are doing, there's deception. These people lie. They lie about each and everything. Even what would be so obvious. Let's say one was driving to work, they got a flat tire along the way. Instead of calling, say, office and saying, I got a flat tire, I'm running late, they will say, my mother is sick. My mother is sick and I'm in hospital. And you're thinking this is even a very valid reason. And someone tells you, but I say along the way you had a flat tire. It wasn't me. And when you look at even their car, you see that it is the spare tire there. And they'll look you confidently in the eye and say it wasn't me. At the heart of a toxic person, an abusive person, the narcissist, is deception. Deception is the well-knitted, invisible thread in all the traits of a narcissist. Because in the making of them was falsehood. As they discarded the neutral self and they embraced the self, and that self is built on deception. Anything outside the scope of God, if God is not at the center of it all, remember it is the devil. And the devil is the father of all liars. He's the master of deception. All these others, the human beings who are under the spirit of deception, are the children of the devil. But church is not addressing that. That is a huge red flag. The person tells you, in our family we are 8 people. Another time, no, in our family we are 5 people. And you're like, but last time you said 8. No, we are 5. I think you misheard me. The problem is that you're going to keep hearing those moments of you misheard me. I don't remember saying that. I did not say that. Did I say that? All those are gaslighting phrases I'm using, where they are denying. They'll tell you, no, you're crazy. I think you're overthinking. No. A person who is not straight from the get-go, get it, people. That person is deceptive. And you as a daughter or son of the light, what are you doing in a web where there's deception? Leave. Do not move the ancient boundary stone. And the ancient boundary stone is truth. Don't move it. Whichever direction you've moved it to, you're slanting towards the abyss. You're getting into the abyss. Anything outside God is into the devil's camp. 38, name calling others. They are using vulgar language when they are speaking about others. There are some people I've met who call others. They call them the most heinous names. And it's like, no. I come after it. Like, I don't like that. If you can't call that person by name, then just keep quiet. No, like everyone is just a problem, except the person who is name calling others. Stay away from people who love name calling others. Throwing the 4-letter word, when you come around, they're all acting nice, like they're respectful. We've been taught all our lives that respect is earned. It appears okay, but there was always a problem to it. It's like you're teaching someone to respect you. That is false. It is actually a false notion. Because a person who doesn't respect you has no respect for themselves. They do not know what respect is. Just like you can't train an adult. Training was done in their childhood. If they missed it, they missed it. 39, walking on eggshells. You find yourself walking on eggshells, know you're in a dangerous situation where you cannot air out the grievances you're experiencing in a relationship to this person here. That person has manipulated you to the point that you cannot talk about what is hurting you. That is a bad situation. That person is controlling you and controlling the atmosphere. So they are controlling what is and what isn't in that relationship. That is now not a relationship anymore. It's a manipulationship. I can't mention this because he'll hit the wall. He'll start boxing the wall. He'll throw the things in the house. There was a man who went and just got the wife's clothes and cut them up. Just cut them up. He was mad. You people are even dating and the person is shouting at you. The person is beating you up. and you start walking on eggshells. You people are dating. You're not married, you're dating. But they are doing that. Get out. 40. They think the worst of people. Human beings are like animals. I don't trust anyone. So and so contributed this amount of money towards so and so surgery. They did it with ulterior motives. Whatever good someone is doing, you even know these people who are doing good acts, and this person is just thinking the worst of them. Like, how is it that you know they have an ulterior motive? For me, I know them. They know themselves. They can't be trusted. They always have ulterior motives. They're just projecting. 41. They are laughing at your jokes too much. Not that you're even funny, by the way. There was no joke that they and you're like, what was funny? What you said, and you're like, just saying that so and so wants this, and you're laughing. Say, oh, that was funny. You don't get it. You said it the way so and so said it, which was very funny. 42. These people don't listen to you. Well, what do you mean by they don't listen to me when you already said they are love bombing and all that? Yes, love bombing occurs at the beginning. They are all over you. They are doing everything that you think is it. But what happens is that when they are now comfortable, this goose that is going to lay them the golden egg, giving them narcissistic supply, is now comfortable in the nest. You can be talking and the thrill is no longer there for them. The chase has ceased. Thing is that people tell you, it happens. No. When you're talking to people in healthy relationships, that chase is always there. Even when it dwindles, it does not dwindle like this one, which was fast. No. This one here was almost like a one-hit wonder. Just they're all over, they are all over you one moment, then the next moment you're nothing. That is an abusive situation. And the worst part, can you buy me this? They'll tell you, yes, I'm going to buy it. Then I didn't bring it. Why? I didn't remember. I forgot. You keep forgetting. How come you don't forget these other things here? Yours, I forgot. It's a devaluation, by the way, at that point. When someone shows you that they like everything that you like, this is similar to the love bombing. They are liking everything that you like. That is the time when they are mirroring you good, and you're thinking that, wow, we have the same interests, where they are running on, we are soulmates, we are twin flames. No. Abusers cognitively do it. That's why you'll hear of cognitive empathy. They see what others are doing, especially in terms of societal norms. They see what's agreeable in society, and they're like, oh, so when you apologize, people are like, wow, he has understood or she has understood. They welcome you, they embrace you. I can't do that. Even when I cry, I can't do that. So that's how they easily pull it off. Now when they want to attract you to them, they model you. These abusers never approach you without studying you. By the time the abuser has come to you, they have studied you, they have watched you. They know your likes, how you act. They know they've picked on certain mannerisms of yours. So when they approach you, you actually feel like you're looking at yourself. And what is so heinous about it is that when you fall in love with them, you're actually falling in love with yourself. So they are making you model their own model of life, because they do not have the image of God in them. They're just looking at themselves as they eat. All those good traits that they approach you with at the beginning, none of them exists in them. Shocking, yes. And guess what? All those traits are your traits. The way they were behaving, the way they are laughing, trying to make you comfortable, that is who you are. What? Yes, that is the shocker of all this. They like each and everything that you like. They may have even said initially they didn't like a particular drink, but suddenly they love the same drink as you, which they initially didn't like. That is a red flag. 44, you may find that you're not meeting any of their family. I remember there was some girl who had been dating this guy for almost 4 years. This man's family lived in the same area, but for more than 4 years, this girl had never visited their home. Each time she would ask, it's like, I won't be around. I'm busy. Eventually, you're nagging. I'm tired. Don't force me. For over 4 years, living in the same area, but you've never gone to the man's place. The flip side of it is 45 now. You may find they are rushing the relationship. They want to take the relationship to the next level. They may want to meet your parents. However, you may not have met their family. That's another thing. They want you to introduce them to your family. They want you to make sure they are known in your family. Yet in their family, you're not known. This is why you'll hear someone, we met last week. Within 2 weeks, within 2 months, 3 months, we are planning a wedding. You yourself, you're feeling, we I think rushing it. And the person is like, no, we know each other, we love each other, our interests are the same, we are twin flames, we are soulmates. Come on, you make me happy, I make you happy, what's the deal? What are we waiting for? And you're just like, let's wait. And the person is like, no, you're not thinking it, you're not crazy, you're not mad. No. 46, they are braggadocious. They're all over the place. They are bragging about what they have, achievements, how they went to a particular school, they worked in a particular organization. And it's not, I worked here, like someone is introducing themselves. It's a show off. The ones who are talking about how, their clothes are from a particular designer. They can't associate with a particular group of people because they do not shop from a particular place. All they know about is what is the most expensive car, which is the biggest house around, which are the latest designs on the streets. And from which designer, not just from anyone, from which designer. It is all about label this, label that. They are showing you buildings of their uncles, aunties, and all that nonsense, and yet they themselves don't have. 47. If their relationship with their family members is severed or is diabolical, that is a red flag. His siblings or parents, the relationship is diabolical. And you notice this person also has a diabolical nature. That is a red flag. Women, if you're dating a man and he mistreats his mother, or he's condescending or contemptuous towards the mother, they are going to be condescending and contemptuous towards you. This is why you see the term misogyny rising. And for the men, misandry. This woman is contemptuous toward her dad. You're going to experience misandry. 48. They have a grandiose nature. They always think they are above the rest. These are people who love to appear like they are more important than the rest. 49. They are preoccupied with self, similar to grandiosity. Where they went, which school they attended, which people they know so and so. These are the ones who love hanging around celebrities. They know so and so. I know Minister so and so. The president, I'm related to the president through, I don't know whether my grandfather lived in the same area as the grandfather, and then we moved to the other side. Our cows more the same way. He says more, says more. Yeah, they come up with all sorts of relationships that you even can't understand. It gets to the point whereby you know that they are related because this big man's cows go more and theirs go more, and that's where the relationship is. They always want to attach themselves to the high class. 50. This is strange but true. They have well-threaded stories, but over time when you're with these people, you'll start noticing that these people steal your stories and they narrate them like they are you. They really own them, they believe it. And you're like, but that is my story. It was not narrated to you. And they're like, no, even me, it happened to me. And you're like, when you pin them, where did it happen? They get mad. 51. When you confront them with the truth, they get mad. They flip on you. They hate you confronting them because it means you are telling them and telling those around them, if they are people, that they are liars. They are not the image they are portraying themselves to be. That mask, you are pulling it off, and they hate the mask coming off. For a narcissist, image is everything. Even if it is on the negative end, image is everything. So you be very careful with these chameleons, these wolves in sheep's clothing. They always want to portray something that they are not. The last but not the least, 52. When you notice someone has an all black and white perception, there is a problem. Here is where you come across the term splitting. Splitting, in just briefly and simply, this is where a person looks at everything in terms of all good or all bad. You're a saint or you're a sinner. When a child is not mirrored at a tender age, emotionally, not physically, the child misses out on a crucial stage. This is where idealization comes in. So this child starts looking at this perfect formed image, and from then onwards, the child sees themselves as all powerful and perfect. That's why it is very healthy for mothers to mirror their children, or if it is the father present, fathers, mirror your children. An emotionally absent parent cannot mirror, and that's how the child also becomes empty. This is why you're going to hear terms like whole object relations and object constancy. I'll talk about them in depth in another video. But a child who doesn't get these two at a tender age, the child experiences splitting, all good, all bad. Neurologists have discovered it also affects the brain. When they are mad at you, you are painted the demon. Now when they are idealizing you, you are the angel, you're the savior. I mean, they are all into you. When you get that understanding, they're in a constant state of war, an internal war. A person who is having an internal war can never be peaceful with others. For you to be at peace with others, you must be peaceful within. And this is where you find a mistake people make, that you teach them how to respect you. You don't teach adults how to respect you. If the person doesn't have the spirit in them to respect you, you're looking at a superficial respect. And that is the mistake many of us have been taught to think we are doing something good. You earn the respect. No. If someone doesn't respect you, those people don't respect themselves. They don't know what respect is. And it is delusional of you to think that people respect you because you have taught them to respect you. You cannot teach an adult respect, just like you cannot teach an adult love. Train up your child, they shall not depart. It is a principle. Someone who was not respectful from before, and now they are acting all respectful. Think again. Those who were sowed a seed of respect in childhood, and it was being choked by other bad behavior. Those are the people you'll find that, oh, when they go through counseling or therapy, they turn out great. The thing is that a seed was sown in childhood. You cannot sow a seed of respect and love in adulthood. It is taught in childhood. We would be going against the principle of God. It would be delusion of you to think they respect you when previously they are not doing so. Disagreeing on something and being disrespectful are two different things. There are so many things, but I'll leave it at that. And I encourage you to look up other red flags. Drop more red flags down in the comment section, such that we get to know others. The more we know, the more we protect ourselves. Thank you so much for watching. Blessings.